Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih sudah mengklik video ini dan tertarik pada program Embodied Consciousness dan Divine Timing. Saya akan bahas lebih dalam tentang, 2 program itu, tapi, sebelumnya saya mau sharing sedikit ya tentang ide dari, tagline-nya 2025 Align Co-Creation ya. Sebenarnya saya, dapat atau terinspirasi dengan, judul ini pada saat portal 12.12 kemarin dan juga full moon ya di gate 12 dan di situ pesan yang saya dapat adalah, "This is the time to be creative. This is the time to take initiative." Tapi inisiatif ini is from a deep authentic place of self-expression and self-creation. Dan kalau kita melihat perubahan, cosmic weather ya di tahun 2025, di mana banyak planet sekarang entering, air dan fire sign ya, ya this is just FYI, I feel that it is about taking action and being in alignment. Ya, being in alignment biar our mental thought will not nggak akan overwhelming buat kita ya, tapi kita bisa menggunakan itu sebagai, cara untuk menavigasi ya all the changes that is coming ahead of us. Nggak cuma di 2025 tapi juga in, the years to come. So, sekarang saya akan bahas tentang embodied consciousness. Di sini temanya tetap align co-creation, tapi how are you creating with your higher self and using the universal laws. Dan di sini, why I was inspired with the higher self, karena most of the time kita itu sebenarnya sudah tahu banyak hal, kita udah mempelajari banyak hal, udah ikut banyak workshop, udah, baca banyak buku ya. So we have this overload of information, bahkan overwhelmed ya sometimes. Tapi we don't have enough embodiment. And, this is something I feel personally, and that's why, I want to take this journey and move through these transits. Karena, embodiment is actually the ability, kemampuan kita untuk merealisasikan semua pemahaman itu olah menjadi, perilaku, menjadi pola pikir, menjadi, patterning dari emosi kita, gitu ya. So, embodiment kalau, di bahasa kamus adalah the representation atau expression of something in a tangible or physical form, ya. Jadi something that you can see, that you can touch, that you can, um, manifest mungkin ya, that you can, um see the effect of your inner transformation in your outer world. Dan itu yang kita harapkan kan bahwa, inner work dan, internal, proses ya yang kita lakukan selama ini itu bisa juga membawa perubahan pada our external, condition. Nah, another definition dari embodiment is to exist at the frequency of a certain expression or a feeling. Then this is where I feel the true essence of spirituality and consciousness ya. Dan, mungkin sebelumnya ya karena this this is also my way of seeing how spirituality is ya, bahwa spirituality meaning that you can vibrate atau you can be at the level where you want to feel love, you want to feel peace, you want to feel harmony, compassion, and joy, then you need to be love, to be peace, to be harmony, to be compassion, and to be joyful. Nah, kadang proses being ini yang susah ya. Kita terbiasa untuk doing, bahkan learning, lalu mungkin expressing dan action ya oriented, but we're not oriented in being, in resting in the body ya. Dan itu kenapa now I'm choosing the embodiment, dan buat saya embodiment is embodiment. I-nya adalah energetic, M-nya adalah mindfulness ya, dan body-nya adalah the body's nervous system. Dan the body's nervous system is very important ya. Kalau tadi energetics is our inner work, our blueprint ya. Mindfulness is the way we deal with our thoughts, repatterning, rewiring our brain ya. Body mind, heart coherence, oke. Tapi nervous system is the part yang biasanya tidak diperhatikan begitu ya. So, untuk karena untuk judulnya The Root and ini root dan crown ya. Cauldron, dan cauldron itu istilah alkemi. Cauldron itu sebenarnya kayak wadah di mana bahan-bahan kimia itu dicampur gitu ya, diaduk lalu menghasilkan sesuatu yang nilainya lebih tinggi. Tapi cauldron juga itu bisa wadah di mana di situ bisa memasak masakan dalam jumlah besar ya. So it is basically about cooking and simmering and letting things transform into another shape ya. Dan untuk season kita kali ini kan masuk ke Capricorn, dan di Capricorn it's the root ya, root activation. Dan kalau kita lihat di human design, pressure center itu ada di root dan di head atau crown. Pressure center itu artinya apa? It's the pressure to move, to do, to act, to evolve ya. Dan ini dari root ya, that I need to do something. Tapi motivasinya apa? Itu nanti datangnya dari spleen ya, I have fears, atau dari solar plexus. Oh, I'm nervous, I need to get something from apa namanya, atau to get a connection gitu for someone. Dan juga the crown ya, the pressure to think, to inquire ya, to understand things, to know why, where, what gitu ya. So these are pressure centers, dan kalau kita tidak selaras atau tidak bisa menggunakan atau menavigasi energi ini, apalagi dengan transit nanti yang akan datang, we could be expressing the negative side atau the shadow ya. Dan ini untuk kita semua, terlepas dari punya root center yang defined atau undefined, head center yang defined atau undefined ya. This is all of us because we all have a root center and we all have a crown center. Hanya saja aktivasinya yang berbeda-beda ya. Dan program yang ini dan program sebelumnya juga yang Spleen Cauldron itu bukan it's not blueprint specific, artinya enggak di it's not for a certain type of activation ya, tapi kita mengikuti transit, which means that all of us will have that activation. Then it is more inspired ya by human design. Jadi enggak pas ketiplek gitu human design, it is infused with spirituality and infused with tadi energetic understanding. Okay, so untuk root dan crown activation, kita lihat root itu aktivasinya di Capricorn, Aquarius, dan juga Cancer. Dan meskipun kita nggak di Cancer, tapi Cancer ini adalah grounding gate dari Capricorn. So secara otomatis dia akan nyala juga di periode ini ya. Jadi this is the Capricorn and Aquarius season. Nah, Capricorn season itu Capricorn itu rules the skeleton, so it is the physical world ya. Karena tulang kita itu kan it is very hard and physical, and you can count on it, it's reliable ya. Dan it is also the season for getting our plans, our resolutions of 2025 into action. Nah, Aquarius on the other hand is very much mental ya, karena dia air sign, tapi it rules the nervous system. Okay, it rules your ability to use the wisdom of the body to see a vision ya. Jadi itu kenapa I chose this period untuk program ini, so we can benefit dari cosmic energy yang sedang ada. Ini juga nanti new moon dan full moon ya, new moon Capricorn G38 itu di root, full moonnya di Cancer ya, itu crown center. Kalau new moonnya di Aquarius nanti juga di G19, dan itu juga ada di root center. So all the activations for the next period is going to be in the root and the crown ya. Ini saya tidak akan terlalu dalam membahas ini, tapi for further understanding bahwa root activation itu akan menaruh pressure, tekanan pada kita untuk doing something. ya. Tapi balik lagi, are you acting in alignment or not? Are you acting from place of guidance, ya, inner guidance or not? Dan ini untuk aktivasi dari Crown Center, ya. This is the trying to figure out the how and why and what, ya. Jadi kadang kalau tadi dari root itu mungkin oke, kita harus melakukan sesuatu. We need to have a plan, we need to have a resolution, ya. Dan biasanya seperti itu. Akhir tahun kita harus punya resolusi gitu ya. Oke, lalu crown-nya oke, how are we going to do it? Why are we going to do it? What will be the step 1 2 3 gitu ya. If you have a strategic mind, a structured mind, ya, a left quad, it's fine. Tapi if you're not, if you have a lot of right activations, then it could be hard for you, atau it will not be aligned. And so this is where I'm inviting you di program ini, that we all want to evolve, ya kan? We all want to grow, we all want to embrace higher level of consciousness, a new level, and up-leveling our identity, yeah? And that's what I am embarking on at the moment, yeah. However, you need to understand that to become something that, atau to do something that we've never done, we need to become at that level of being. Kayak tadi, if you want to feel love, you want to feel joy, then you have to be at the frequency of love and joy, yeah. Then this is not about not being authentic. This is actually about you being authentic, your true self-expression, ya. Tapi the problem is sometimes the point of transformation ini ada di 4 ya. So you have survivor, relationship, self-esteem, ya. Tapi at the point of 4, the transformation, this is where it gets kayak a bottleneck. This is where you find the challenge, ya. That even though you have a vision atau you have a calling and you follow it through, it is just the beginning. Then the process after that akan membutuhkan that resiliency, that ability to hold space for yourself, to hold space for a lot of emotions, to hold space for transmutation of beliefs, yeah, rewiring your brain, and that is not an easy step. This is where we sometimes fall into negative patterns seperti self-sabotage, ya. Then, however, the benefit is di sini, self-expression, connection, and having contribution. Sometimes kita udah sampai di sini, tapi levelnya itu ya mau dinaikin aja, gitu. Kita mau naik, dan and in order to up level di 5, 6, 7, we have to go through this again, through the whole process and face the same bottleneck, mungkin nggak the same, tapi new level of issue atau problem, ya, yang mungkin sebelumnya nggak ada, dan sekarang, in order for you to step up, you need to transform yourself at the level. Then this is the scheme that I work with, ya, untuk understanding dimensions. Tapi we are working with authenticity, tapi authenticity needs to be grounded in awareness. If it's not grounded in awareness, this is not authenticity. This is your subconscious mind doing its trick on you, yeah. Then alignment is at the 5D. This is the level of being, okay. Nah, however, sometimes kita sering dari 3D, ya, from feeling duty and pride, ya, kita langsung ke 5D. And then we don't go back to the 4D. So 4D-nya itu hanya untuk sementara, to do our healing, to do our mungkin deconstructing our reality, and then especially for spiritual people, yeah, we langsung ke 5D, and then we don't go back to the 4D, even though the 4D is and the 3D is where our reality is. This is where our world is, yeah. So we live in a world of ungroundedness, the 5D, where we're focusing more on our inner work, tapi the outer reality is not matching. Why? Because we don't go through the 4D and the 3D in an aligned way. Okay, so I'm not saying kita balik ke turun dimensi. No, it's not that. But the 5D is the ability to hold all the dimensions below it. Okay, dan alignment berarti your 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D itu selaras ya, because otherwise fondasinya nggak ada. You don't have that ground. Dan itu kenapa we're starting with the root. Okay? And even though our target is self-mastery and development atau actualizing the true potential of our authentic self, tapi tadi once we reach the bottleneck di titik 4 tadi atau di 4D, we fall into self-sabotage, either karena we don't feel that we're good enough atau we're worthy atau we don't feel safe moving through it. And safety is in the root center. Safety is also in the mind. Yeah, that's why this program is about combining all your parts, yeah, your heart, body, and mind, and centering it in your soul vision, in your soul purpose. Okay, this is buat aku, this is what alignment is. Bukan having a vision without the action atau separating the heart from the mind, ya, atau separating the body from the mind, ya. I believe that all of these parts are sacred. All of these parts play an important role. Then if you want to reach alignment, then all these parts of you, ya, your emotional body, physical body, dan mental body need to be on the same team, ya. Ini yang disebut juga dengan heart mind coherence. Oke, jadi ada keselarasan ya antara pikiran kita, perasaan kita, dan tindakan kita, which is actually true alignment. Nah, untuk program ini, how are we going to do that? Ini mungkin poin plus that I'm going to talk about the universal laws and the hermetic laws. How can we use these laws di proses transformasi ini, dan juga bagaimana aturan-aturan ini yang mungkin selama ini kita nggak sadar, nggak tahu, is actually manifesting in our daily life. Yeah, and we're going to use the 4 elements, the wisdom of the 4 elements. Yeah, the earth untuk tadi your physical body, the air is for your mental body, the water for your emotional body, the fire is for your soul and your spiritual body. And we're going to work with the saboteur. Kalau sebelumnya tadinya saya khususkan kayak fight, flight, freeze itu kayak satu sesi sendiri, but now I understand that it is it is better to deal with them kayak satu kesatuan as the saboteur, ya, and understand our pattern of sabotage dari awal. So we're going to deal with them, then it's not just fight atau flight, tapi how these patterns show up in our life, ya, secara tidak sadar gitu. How are you sometimes going into flight, ya? How do you go into fawn atau freeze, and how we can have compassion and move from there. Okay, then of course I'm going to talk about aligned decision making. Kalau di human design berarti strategy and authority. Then this is an important part for this container, ya, atau this program, because you need to have that trust in the body, and decision making is in the body, not in the mind. Yeah, so in order to make aligned actions, you need to have aligned decision. Jadi we're going to discuss that. So that was for embodied consciousness. Dan sebenarnya setelah saya memikirkan program yang tadi mengupgrade atau level up program yang sebelumnya, ya, dan jadi bentuknya seperti sekarang, I thought that, okay, there is a missing piece. That missing piece is your timing, understanding the timing of your life. Di sini, I'm going to talk about how the timing of your life is affecting the things that you face atau the challenges that you face. Oke, dan mungkin di sini aku akan membahas tentang 2025 secara khusus, ya, tapi basically I'm going to talk about numerology, astrology, dan juga human design, ya. So your life path, your life cycle, your cycle of life juga kalau menurut astrologi, dan juga in human design. Oke. Ini kalau misalnya, oh, aku udah pernah reading misalnya, aku udah tahu life cycle aku, if you want to take this, it's fine karena I also learned a lot tentang, orang-orang terdekat, misalnya anakku, suamiku ya, lewat hal ini, dengan mengetahui, oke, what is actually happening to them, fase atau cycle apa ya yang mereka sekarang berada di situ sekarang gitu, so I can be more understanding and more supportive of where they are now. Oke. Nah, untuk, embodied consciousness itu programnya lama ya tadi dari Capricorn dan Aquarius season, berarti mungkin 1 bulanan, full Januari sampai awal Februari ya, itu, sebenarnya transit terakhir dari, the root dan crown activation ya, total 9 sesi ya, dan, biayanya berapa ya kemarin? Oh, saya lupa, tunggu ya, nanti nanti ada di apa namanya, di flyer atau di posternya ya, atau di link, Gform kalau pas diisi. Nah, untuk divine timing, sebenarnya tadinya saya mau buat di 1 sesi aja, tapi kayaknya agak berat karena saya harus meng-compile banyak hal gitu. Jadi, untuk divine timing, nanti ada 3 video. Yang pertama nanti saya post tanggal 28 Desember, itu recorded, dan, dari tanggal 28 sampai tanggal 4 Januari itu nanti akan ada 2 video lagi yang saya post jadi total 3, dan tanggal 4 Januari nanti ada Q&A session ya. Itu insyaallah live ya, atau bisa ya insyaallah bisa dulu intensinya, bismillah. Oke, kalau mau mengambil 2 program ini ada, harga yang paket ya, kalau nggak salah, kalau ngambil embodied consciousness dan divine timing itu, eee, 888 ya. Kalau embodied consciousness sendiri itu 777 ya, aku ingat sekarang, dan kalau divine timing itu 333, tapi kalau untuk 2 orang 222. Oke, so if you want to, start 2025 embodied and aligned ya, with the cosmic energy, yeah, the energy of co-creation, I invite you to go through this journey with me, dan detail berikutnya nanti akan ada di, description box, berikut, link untuk Google Form dan, detail yang lain yang diperlukan. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.